Viewers, the SIR exercise has been conducted successfully in Bihar, and now the exercise, the special intensive revision of electoral rolls will start in Bengal too. An exercise conducted by the Election Commission, a constitutional body, and the response that has come in from the Bengal Chief Minister is that there will be riots if the exercise is conducted in the state. The Election Commission has clarified that no valid voter will be dropped from the list. The Supreme Court had already made it clear that the issue of citizenship will not be addressed by the Election Commission. But none of this is enough for the Chief Minister of Bengal. Mamata Banerjee, in fact, has upped the ante. A day after invoking provocation, hinting at riots, she's now gone a step ahead. After indulging in provocation, insinuating riots, it seems now she's threatening poll officers. One may think it's interesting coming from a leader who's spoken about and championing the constitution and saving the constitution. But that's how things stand right now in Bengal. Will the SIR exercise take place? Will the state government continue to make this an issue which is larger than what it should be? Election Commission needs to conduct SIR exercise in Bengal just like it did in Bihar. Why is the state government opposing it? Why is it insinuating riots? And why is it now threatening poll officials who are frankly just there to do their job? Let's debate. Let's get you, in fact, the guest joining me on this edition of Saturday Prime, Rohan Gupta, who's national spokesperson of the BJP, Tausif Khan, political analyst, aligned to the TMC, Mohammad Amin, who's a former joint director of ECI, and Jayanta Ghoshal, consulting editor of NDTV. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining me on the broadcast. In fact, before I get in the TMC spokesperson, let me start with Jayanta on this. You know, Jayanta, we spoke about, and we've already been speaking about the fact that SIR as an exercise has really invoked very sharp responses from Mamata Banerjee's government, the fact that she's spoken about riots, the fact that, she's been speaking about this on several occasions, whether it's the Waqf Amendment Act, whether it's SIR is one thing. And the template has been the same. But now threatening poll officers, do you think this goes a bit too far?
Yeah. Gauri, I think this is a preemptive move to combat the BJP's electoral strategy on SIR. My observation, point number one, is that Bihar election is on. West Bengal election still, not announced, and you cannot say that election process has started. Even Election Commission has said that if there is SIR, it is not in this month, but the next month it will be the routine exercise of this intensive revision. Each and every election, before election it takes place. But in West Bengal, my observation, point number two, is that it is a highly politically polarized state. The communal polarization, the caste polarization, it is less in West Bengal. But the political polarization now, it's a BJP versus TMC, or TMC is the ruling party, BJP is the main opposition. You have to accept the fact that BJP, it is a success story in West Bengal because BJP was zero. And BJP, when BJP got 2 councillors in the Calcutta Corporation, still I remember Mr. Advani issued a statement from Delhi that khata khola hai BJP Bengal mein. So there is a lot of celebration. Now from that BJP and today's BJP, when the political polarization, this tit for tat politics is on, and their TMC is also creating the electoral narratives. So now the apprehension is that BJP is trying to delete the names of the genuine voters, and you have to read between the lines that the Muslim voters, the so-called Ghuspetia, infiltrators, because BJP is also campaigning on that, and the political polarization on the basis of the religion also it is there, especially in the border districts
Yes.
of West Bengal, in the North Bengal, and North Bengal is the area where BJP is more stronger than the southern Bengal. So I think these electoral officers, if Mamata, what Mamata did, what Chief Minister did, that it's a caution, and whether it is just or unjust, whether it is right or wrong, that's a value judgment. But politically, this is West Bengal tradition, because you know these are electoral officers. Even the state electoral officer, Mr. Agarwal, without naming him, she cautioned him also. So this is a typical West Bengal's political style and riot, the word used. I mean, I think it is also which very politically creating the narrative. And before election, I think it will be intensified more, Gauri.
It will be intensified more going into the elections. We are still months away from that. It's going to be a highly polarized charge election. But what the template is, and that's the larger point, which is discredit the agency by saying the names will be deleted, and then threaten the poll officers, then say that I'm going to expose corruption allegations, then also threaten the state government officials by saying that EC will come and go, but the state government will stay, you have to work with us. All those are very, very significant strong-arm tactics coming in from a leader who's been talking about saving the constitution, but also sets the backdrop of what lies ahead. Let's first get in a word from Rohan Gupta, and then I'm going to get it Muhammad Amin as well to talk more about the specifics with regard to these threats and what they mean. But Rohan Gupta, your first response?
This is the reality of so-called Indi-Gadbandhan parties who are making politics in the name of constitution. They are talking about respecting constitution. They are talking about assault on constitution. What they are doing? They are threatening poll officers. See, SIR is the process which has to be conducted across the country. And this is the same Congress party in Karnataka. They had raised issues in voter list and told that yes, SIR is required. Then why there is issue in West Bengal? And this kind of negative politics cannot be allowed. All the rules are applicable across the country. When it is required that SIR exercise is must for all the state across the country, and EC is doing this exercise across the country, then this kind of behavior is absolutely uncalled for. It clearly shows, number one, the attitude of TMC. Number two, the kind of fear they have that if the reality comes out, their so-called, fake voters will be out and they will lose the elections. So it is as simple as that. This is nothing about, about saving constitution or assault on the state. This is purely insecurity of TMC, that this exercise will ensure that दूध का दूध पानी का पानी हो जाएगा और उनकी हकीकत देश के सामने आ जाएगी. But this kind of behavior is not acceptable. And people of West Bengal, they are also really fed up of this kind of negative politics, and they will give befitting reply to TMC for this kind of behavior.
I'm going to ask you, Rohan, about the 1.2 crore voters bit in just a second, which is where the BJP leaders said that 1.2 crore voters are going to be deleted even before the exercise has started. How does BJP know about that? We're going to talk about it in a second. We're going to get Tausif as well. I'm going to come to that. I'm going to give Tausif also a chance to respond to some of these very strong-arm tactics that are being leveled by the TMC. But Mr. Amin, let me ask you this. Your thoughts on these pressure tactics that are being imposed on or are being threatened to the election commission officials?
Gauri, actually, the process is already on, as the Chief Election Commissioner has already given the assurance in the press conference also earlier. And this was started from the Bihar first. Actually, these allegations were started by the LOP, Mr. Rahul Gandhi. In the past elections, you can find in Maharashtra, and second state was the Haryana and Delhi. In all three states, they have blamed to the election commission BLOs that they are favoring to the ruling party, and they are having the induction of the opposition, their deletion of the opposition voters and the addition of the BJP party. So the election commission is indulged with these wrong practices. This was blamed by the Rahul Gandhi. So after the election over, and the Maharashtra High Court has already given the instruction that there is no rigging has in this regard, and they have just wasting of the time of the High Court of the Maharashtra. After that, this was started, and Election Commission has think that we have to go for the SIR, neat and clean, best the voter list without any problems, means all the problems were removed from there. Means if the ready this list be added here in latest list with the best color photographs on the voter ID cards, and you find that all the details is correct one. And in the big list, they have to remove the migrated voters. They may be deleted, and the deaths they have. So already death persons were deleted from the vote, and if they have the wrong entry in that voter list, so they also deleted from that. And this West Bengal is surrounded by the foreign countries state. So that's Bangladesh and Burma and Bhutan. So that's why we are very careful about that. So this is the second state, and after that we are going for the Assam, Tamil Nadu, and other state. Why these elections are coming for the election first? That's why. And you see, I'm going to give the example of two. Before that, might be heard about you also. The Mamata Banerjee election commission has suspended 4 officials. So Mamata Banerjee has given instruction to the chief secretary. They are not be suspended. First, you go for the inquiry.
Okay.
But election has
Hold
suspended.
your thought there, sir. I want to get in Tausif in just
They are supported by the chief secretary of Bengal. Why chief secretary belongs to that state and is done by the and under pressure of the West Bengal chief minister. So that's why we must be careful about that. And never, I'm going to tell you, never the election commission, no down, never election commission is doing any wrong practices for anyone. All are our stakeholders. So we
of
are
course,
honestly.
all our stakeholders. It's a constitutional body, and if anybody has an objection, they can file an affidavit. EC has been saying that again and again. Let's get in Tausif Khan on just that. Tausif Khan, why is it that these strong arm tactics are being used against the election commission officials? Why threaten them?
No, this is not a question of threatening. Election Commission has no reputation at all, and they are themselves to be blamed for it. In the Election Commission, and has made it amply clear that they are the tools in the hand of BJP and working for BJP under instruction from BJP. There are over 90 lakhs complaints filed, and the Election Commission dismisses all of it.
No, Tausif Khan, who said this? Who said this?
In Bihar, please, in Bihar alone.
You said EC itself is to be blamed because they are saying that they are a tool of the BJP. When did DC say this?
No, EC as acting like they are the tool in the hands of the BJP. EC is not admitting that they are the tool in the hands of
why are you saying this?
And I'm saying this.
The Election Commission has said you have a problem, file an affidavit.
Even before an SIR has commenced in the state of West Bengal, the BJP union minister from Bengal and MP is saying that 1.2 crores voters will be deleted from Bengal. So they have all worked that out. The BJP, inside the BJP party, the voter list is already prepared on which constituency, how many votes have to be deleted and how many votes have to be added for NDA. And EC is only merely going to put their stamp on it. This does not mean it's a fair election.
Gupta, respond to that.
Fair election means
Rohan Gupta, respond to that.
That the EC will work independently. EC cannot be
Rohan
dictated by
Gupta, respond to what Tausif Khan just said.
You asked for the proof.
Actually,
and then he
in
had no
every
answer.
place of PLOs,
Political party.
political
Rohan
parties.
Gupta, please. Yeah.
See,
PLA.
see, this is the problem with the TMC. They can put allegations where they don't have any proof. The whole exercise was conducted in Bihar.
Your union minister has said on record.
Allowed to complete. Don't speak in between. Don't speak.
No, you are white. How can you lie?
The exercise was done.
The minister has said on
Congress
record.
party and RJD, they raised all the issues and now executive. You tell me one complaint now. You go to the court now. Why you are not going to the court? Why you are just making allegations? This is the same Rahul Gandhi who makes allegations in Karnataka saying that there are issues in voter laws.
Rohan Gupta, the question is very simple.
The voter list.
No. Rohan Gupta, the question is very simple. Rohan Gupta, I asked you this at the beginning also. The question is very simple. Where did those 1.2 crore voters suddenly come?
See, anybody, all the political parties will do their in-house calculations. If the Congress can find out that there are duplicate voters in particular constituency, obviously BJP as a party does. What's wrong in that? And absolutely, if anybody's vote is wrongfully deleted, they have all the rights under our constitution. Why are you getting scared today? And if you are right, you give me
And
one
if
example
Supreme
in
Court
Bihar. After the SIR activities
was declared
completed,
dead by
all the
election
parties,
commission, they
including
appeared
Congress
alive before
party,
the
you
Supreme
have
Court.
not
What
made any
nonsense is
issue.
this?
So what is the issue? Why you are scared today? You have to wait for the process to
Oh,
be
you have all
completed
the
and you have
right.
to
You
respect
have
the
all the
constitutional
you
institution.
since because
You
you have the
cannot do
power,
this.
you
You
will
cannot
delete the
threaten the
voter's name.
constitutional body.
You will
This
delete
is
the
India.
voter's name.
This is
You will
not
delete the
no.
citizen's name
This is
from the
not
voter list just
Darbarshari. This
because
is
you are
not
sitting in power.
Darbarshari. You have to
Who the hell are
respect the
you?
constitution and you have to respect the
You
process.
corrupt.
Let the
Okay,
You
process
okay,
corrupt
all right,
politicians.
all right.
Corrupt.
I'm going to give the final word to the other two gentlemen on the panel. Very quickly, first Mohammad Amin and then I'm going to get Jayantada as well. Mohammad Amin, you heard the ruling party spokesperson there, the way he's talking and the allegations that he's leveling against the election commission. In the wake of this, how do you think the SIR exercise A will be conducted fairly? And secondly, what are the safeguard measures that the EC officials will be needing in the state of Bengal?
Actually, Election Commission is a constitutional body and we have the rights.
Of course.
So we are not worried about how to conduct these things. Just we have seen that before the Bihar SIR has done, lot of the hue and cry was there. But you see, smoothly we have done it. And there is no problem. There was one problem was there. So they have asked to the Supreme Court, means Aadhaar card must be included in that. So there is no issue. And Aadhaar card is included. But the Supreme Court has already told them that this Aadhaar card is not the certificate of the citizenship of their Indian citizenship. They are not. So that's why in all forms we have the proper specification and they have written in the last that we are the citizen. So they have to sign it before the registration of the voter ID card.
Okay.
And they sign the papers. So this is not the certificate or Aadhaar card. This is only identification of the person. So this SIR process will be on, and if they have any problem, so directly Election Commission can take the action.
Okay.
Actually, DCs, district election officers are also the election officers also, district election officers. So that's why there is no problem for us, and they must understand if they are belonging to state, no issue. But when they are working with the Election Commission, they are on the payroll of the Election Commission of India.
Right.
If
of
they
course.
are all for information services, IPS officers, and IAS officers, all are belongs to the at the time of the election payroll. So Election Commission take the action against them if they are not doing properly.
Okay, that's
So,
that's the process. But
Just a minute.
Jayantada,
1 minute. 1 minute. Actually, I'm telling you, when we have the SIR process, so we have all stakeholders who must be assisted to the Election Commission BLOs. Means they have the BLAs. There are party BLAs. Like you can see in all elections, assembly election and the parliament election, what we do, we are giving the liberty. They can appoint their voting agents and polling agents.
Okay.
Polling agents. So here they can appoint all party. They can appoint free for them. They can give the name to the collector, and they must be assisted
so
to the BLOs. They are called BLAs.
all stakeholders are part of the entire exercise, transparently done, ensuring that the purpose of it, which is to streamline a voter lists ahead of an election, is done in place. I'm going to wrap this up, but final word to Jayantada very quickly. You heard the political arguments, you heard the political lines being drawn, and you also heard the petty manner in which the TMC spokesperson spoke on the panel. You heard all of that, Jayantada, but I'm going to ask you this final word, which is, it's going to be a highly polarized election. There is a lot at stake, but the way SIR exercise is likely to pan out in the state will probably set the stage for how the election will happen.
Quickly, Gauri, I'm telling you, this is number one. The importance of being Amit Shah, the Home Minister, very important factor in West Bengal politics now. And that's why perhaps in TMC also there is a major reaction, because Amit Shah is the architect of West Bengal political strategy 2026. That is the perception and of TMC also. And like Amit Malviya, he is implementing and doing a lot of things. So TMC is attacking Amit Malviya also in the West Bengal ground zero. Now the issue is in Bihar. Mamata Banerjee has seen that Rahul Gandhi vote chori, he shouted, but Tejasvi Yadav could not, succeed to stop the election commission for that intensive revision. So now Mamata Banerjee, before starting the revision, Sogat Rai, the Trinamool MP, said that there is nothing wrong in the revision.
Yes.
It's a routine thing, Form 6, Form 7, and the inclusion, exclusion. But Mamata Banerjee's narrative and the rhetorics, that is very important, rhetorics, that the possibility of deletion of the so-called infiltrators, actually the huge Muslim pro-TMC voters can be deleted.
Yes.
And this campaign on the basis of apprehension can counter the Amit Shah and the Amit Malviya and the team West Bengal BJP strategy. So I am not going into the just, unjust, kya uchit hai, kya anuchit hai. I am talking about the political strategy of the TMC
Of the
as
two
an
sides.
onlooker of TMC politics.
Ahead of a high-stakes election, yes.
Both the sides.
Absolutely.
And CPM Congress have become irrelevant, the third force.
Yes, they
like
have.
In Bihar,
and in fact,
we are
only
talking
yesterday,
about PK.
Home
There
Minister
is no
spoke
PK
about
factor in West Bengal.
detect and then deport. That is what he had said when he spoke about infiltrators. I'm completely out of time. I'm going to end this up.